RLCS this one at hand. We're not playing anything else. We're playing 100% versus Dignitas. Will the momentum carry through for 100%, or will Dignitas fix things up and clear on to the next level?
Well, let's get to it then, shall we? One spot left in the top 4. And for Dignitas, they have returned for some of these players back to Europe. Can they return to that top 4? And for certain players, Stumpy, can they get rid of a particular curse that has followed them?
Come on, Jorius. Let's get just a little bit away from that top 8 ceiling that we've seen from you so far.
Talking about it.
Immediately, I will say, the fake kickoff strats coming out from 100%. Like, instantly they go for it, and it's then just turned back the other way. Abjack, Jorius link up, goal number 1.
Look at this. Luis thinks, okay, he's got to play it. Apparently, Jackson's saying, got to do a thing, mate. I'm going to go under you. I'm going to make you look a little bit silly. I'm going to put my team at 1-0. The curse means nothing. We're going to the top 4. Crew reminder as well, for those of you just joining us, it is top 4 in Europe from the next 3 tournaments that gets to go to the major. It is now a match here for top 4 in this very first event. You are trying to set the tone for your season. You're trying to put yourself in a great position to make it to Birmingham.
And there's also a very important place to find yourself your Stizzy here too, because there was a lot of Stizzy slander in chat yesterday. Some mistakes his, yes, and other mistakes were forced upon him, I would argue. It will be intriguing to see what can happen with him today. Has he had a pep talk from Jack, an incredibly talkative, very well thought out and mature leader? Or will he be a little bit in his own head thinking, oh, okay, this is my big chance. I don't really want to waste it. I hope it's the former, because the player that he is mind-blowingly good.
I think for me, like, there's a saying from Jack that I heard once. I can't get it out of my head when it comes to Rocket League, which is when you're playing well, you feel lucky. It feels like the game settles for you and it does everything you want it to do. When you're not playing well, every bounce is horrible, nothing's working out. It just feels like, again, you're not a lucky player anymore. Can they just get into a vibe where it's not going to feel unlucky for them anymore? It's going to be, hey, we're creating our own opportunities, and it's all just going to start settling. But, I mean, for me and you, the big problem yesterday was the dives. That first player diving in, it actually caused more problems. If they can get that first, you can do it, but you've got to find success with it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you can also find success with it once or twice and then think, oh, this is working really well. Then you continue to do it. But Abjack, being on the end of the pass from Jorius is going to be making sure that they are very happy to sit very far upfield in the blue half. Maybe that may well be something that they're trying to focus on this time, as opposed to that man diving in. Abjack wanting to go there for one of those pre-jumps that we've seen be very effective here in Europe. And obviously in North America, he would have learned to do stuff like that from G2, now NRG. Acro taking one touch round, gets it past Jack, but Stizzy's going to be the final man. Talk about tempo a lot here on the RLCS stream. So far, very much singing to the song sheet that Dignitas have put forward.
Yeah, I do like that as this esports progression. You can kind of feel for what a game looks like. And this right now looks like a Dignitas game, but they've had 2 big opportunities that have not gone in. They've still got 1 goal lead. That might be about to change, because Stizzy's being horrendous. That one's wide from Acro. All they had to do was put it on target. That would have been 1 each.
I mean, both teams had a great chance there to score against a relatively open net. Stizzy then dives in front of Jorius. I don't hate it at all. He's now forced this situation to happen. Wonderful save from Acro. Keeps Abjack at just that single goal on the side of Dignitas. Back again, gets 1 touch with the reset. Luis P doesn't get anything too convincingly from that. And despite seeing a little bit of pressure come through from 100%, it's not been as convincing as we've seen from them so far. A pinch central now sets up Acro to pass it across.
That's backboard. Luis drops it down, and somehow that one was red. That was incredibly good play. Naturally expect one just to go backboard and trying to make the read from there. Off the wall. Next one up. Abjack. Reset. Can't get it too much further forwards. Even somewhat tries to prioritize getting the just recovery rather than outplay. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to just say, I'm 1 goal up. We can just sort of take this for the time being. I've got control of the ball, and the timer is our friend. Acro, though, with the ball. What a flick. And Joris is going to have to try and chase it. Acro steals the 100 at the same time. Somehow play it away from Joris.
Technically on target. Luis P getting back very much in time for it. Sends it long as well. Joris, the final man back. Acro up high, on for the double. straight across net, an equalizer from Acro.
Look at the moment Acro realizes Joris has got backwards. If you put it on target, he can save it. If you put it backboard, he is nowhere. Acro makes it one each.
And Jory is there, caught this trounce down on the goal line. Stizzy shooting the opposite corner, saved away by Acro. The man of the hour, another save, but no one's there to help him out, and Stizzy gets the second.
Acro's got his palms up, just saying, hey, guys, I'm kind of keeping us in this. All right, Rizzy got demoed. Fair enough to him.
I'm still angry.
But you'd still be angry. Yeah, you're like, I can't, I've saved 2 shots here, so surely you've got the third.
Great play across the board there from Dignitas to make sure that they are just continuing to attack, seeing that a demo comes through. They're going to be in a good position. Acro goes flying past that one. Stizzy air dribbles it high, makes it a lot more threatening. Joris drops it down. Lewis P from the backboard. Get it round 1, and then not quite the second, as Resi is going to be challenging versus another Dignitas player. Final 30 seconds. You know what? Despite what I was saying about Dignitas controlling a lot of this, it is now coming down to a couple of great plays. But Dignitas, a third goal, all 3 involved, came from Joris from the pinch, Jack back to the crossbar, and Stizzy, an aggressive rotation.
Yeah, this is very much with the run of play, in my opinion. This 100% have not been nearly as aggressive, or maybe getting the fortunes going their way that Dignitas have got. But at the same time, in the mind of the Dignitas players, you know, via different teams and different rounds, we do go 4-1 up. This feels like almost a difference to the norm. We've seen so many times, Joris and Jack teams especially, play well and lose.
Yeah.
This one, they've played well and they've got the result they were supposed to get.
I mean, so far in game number 1, 4-1 is as decisive as you can ask for. However, in the last Electric series that we had, it was Gentlemates winning that one 4-1 in game number 1, and they ended up not winning the series overall.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me that I'm still last again in one of the prediction contests.
I don't get how you're so awful at predicting a game that you're really very knowledgeable
I want
at.
to tell you, by the way, like just how bad my game 7s are in these prediction contests. I think I'm like 1 and 12 in the last season. Predict the World's Finals, by the way. Hey, can't predict that.
Yeah, can't predict that. Dignitas this side, they had an unpredictable performance, very good against 100%. I mean, I think even when you look at then, you know, the score, if you just look at that as a very loose parameter of how the series went, 2 players on 100% beat out all 3 players on Dignitas.
Yeah.
Luffy and Acro.
Which stat was that? That got them up there, Stumpy.
Yeah, I was getting to that. It was the same.
There we go.
Huge amount of saves coming out. It was 7 for Lewis P, 4 for
Jack
Acro.
with a cheeky 11 shots on target.
Incredible amount of pressure. And you know what? They didn't have that third man diving in. So I think that's what made their attacks feel a lot more, again, I'm using the word cohesive, but it felt a lot more like you attack, and then either somebody stays back and chills and waits for, you know, the pressure to come back out, or Stizzy, especially on that final goal, comes in because he knows, okay, I'm not diving in here. It's an intelligent dive in.
This, to me, and you asked me a question yesterday, and I've been pondering on it. I'm like, could I have answered this better at the time? Of just like,
interesting.
You know, is this Dignitas' speed? Is this KC speed when we saw them play yesterday? And I can't tell. I don't think this is the team to base Dignitas on.
Oh, whoops.
And I think I'm getting proven right. Who joined? Who joined which team then?
I very briefly accidentally joined Dignitas.
Is that the first?
I've never done that.
Did you pull the James bot?
I have never joined a team accidentally. I misclicked above spectate and clicked join Dignitas. Thankfully, all 6 players also were already in their correct spot, so I joined as the
Everyone was
awkward
like,
player floor.
dead on, there's no issues. Stumpy was on the diagonal, so if anything, Stumpy would only have, like, somehow, I think, still lost the kickoff.
I would have lost the diagonal to a straight up player. I can't believe
All right,
that.
well, back to the point. I'm not sorry. You know what the worst part is? Well, I saw the stream back and no one even saw it. I actually could have not mentioned that and no one would have been none the wiser.
Yeah, it's your very, you know, mean way to say, who joined the team? I saw you.
It was like in the sun of my mind. I was like, I saw that. I tell you what, that's the play you want to go on, though. Stizzy,
you know,
gets up and running.
Dignitas don't need 4 players to still get goals like this. A beautiful tap and smash. the immediate chance as well. He takes the touch straight away and then goes straight for that shot again. There's no chance for Acro to make sure that he gets better positioning. Wonderful from Dignitas across the board. Sizzy as well. Oh, I love that play. He goes to fake going for the boost and then the ball to take it off the wall. And look at then where he ends up going. Rotates via boost and then immediately buttons on straight to the player. Jorius can shoot. That Sizzy looks like a different player compared to yesterday, and I am in love with it.
I got to take a look at that one from Rezi's POV, as we do get a little bit of a different kickoff. And like Rezi's POV is he's obviously playing this backboard. Yes. The moment Sizzy changes and immediately aims for Rezi's car, oh, it just changes all of the options available to Rezi. He's already caught.
Because at that point also,
a very good game.
Rezi's entirely looking at the ball. He's thinking, okay, well, I know where Stizzy's going. The play overall from that is great. And then the 1-2, the top corner's not able to be found.
But, you know,
I love that. The two play coming through, whereas Jori's going central. Clearly, Stizzy's called the shot for it. So Jack says, okay, I can still be useful here. And then get that second touch.
But again, I feel like I've gone all over the place with this one. But what I was trying to make earlier on, before you joined the team and completely threw me off, by the way.
Sorry.
Against a team of roughly the same pace, Dignitas looks so much more comfortable. There's not the diving anymore. You know, it's more cohesive. Stizzy looks like he's part of the rotation. So Dignitas are, again, a lot better here against a team like 100%, but also at least the question of just how fast are KC playing?
Yes,
like where
exactly.
it did that to them yesterday.
I mean, yeah, it completely wiped them out of any semblance of rotation. They panicked whenever they had the ball. This is then what it looks like when a team can then switch around and control it. Rezi, though, wanting to switch the narrative back over to 100%. Team in blue coming through as our big underdogs.
Yeah, Abjack just wanted to try and find a way out. He could have done a lot better with just trying to find a 50, I think. He wanted the outplay. He wanted to go off the backboard. And instead just handed it straight over to 100%, who were ready for him. His teammates can't really do too much. They're already very stood still. Luis takes the ball down. 32 boost. What can he do with it? He's going to just back away for the time being. Ooh, can 100% now take advantage of this? They have been the second fastest of these two teams, and I think it is by a little bit of a distance. Rezi trying to just chase up. I think he was the star man of this team over on Friday. Can he be that player on Sunday?
I think you can also be the second fastest team in the lobby and still be either the better team or the winning team. I think right now the issue for 100% is that they are unfortunately neither of those other two things. Reset for Jorius, by the way, the 1-2 and the third, Lewis P. Final man to it now, and then leaves Rezi going to bump Jack. Good luck for it, and somehow the 1v1 demon keeps the score sheet still with the lead of Dig.
Jack doesn't need luck. Jack just knows it's a skill issue if you can't play the 2v1. He's got to it, and he's done phenomenally.
An unplayably good chance there from Jack too. Didn't just put it into a corner, sends it straight up above the goal. That one straight off the crossbar, rockets away, and we're seeing bumps now start to apparate and come through in favor of 100%.
Jack's going to call it. He's again on 0 boost. Dizzy's also very low. Jorius is very low. See if he can spot the overall pattern here for Dignitas. Go off the wall. Oh, Dizzy got bumped into it. Well, I'll say thank you very much for that one. Jorius is getting bumped away. 100% have definitely switched the way that they're playing this, though. They want these demos. They want these bumps. Can they find success? Because when you make that switch, Stumpy, it works very well until the opponents say, oh, this is what they're doing.
Yep.
Oh, they got it.
There we go. It's still working. It's still working to the absolute nth degree as well. Acro faking out Jack and then getting it central. Lewis P pre-jumps that entire play and gets the equalizing goal.
I mean, Acro's got 0 right to be creating anything from that position. To outplay one person is outdoing yourself. To get a goal-scoring chance for your team is ludicrous.
Jack now would be
Well
up Rezi on
done.
that chance, though. So from the backboard, Jorius only sent it as far as Acro, stays it up with no boost at all. So then they're very lightly towards Jack, intelligent play. Up to attempt the reset potentially instead. 100% send one player, get the ball away from Jack, and then clear it away. They do that wonderfully, gets it towards Acro. 1-2 touches, shot on! Jorius, crossbar down, and Jack to control it away.
And Jack didn't control it. Jack just sort of had that fall on him. Well, Jack completely went for the skill issue earlier on. That one was a little bit more lucky. We've seen that one own goal. Now we see the shot 2 each, 20 seconds to play. 100% have taken this game by the scruff of the neck, but they've got to find something for it. They can't let this slip away. I would say they've been the better of these two teams in the latter half, but can Dignitas wrestle this into a 2-0 series lead as we head to overtime?
On Forbidden Temple, one is going to walk out feeling a lot more blessed than the other team, and Jorius is going to be up for this individual challenge first. Rezi. Jorius now again wanting to work his way back in. Lewis P and apparently Jag taking each other out. Not too sure where, but I hope it's nice. Stizzy, back corner. Now pushes back towards Jorius. Onto the ceiling. It's awkward as he's not really got enough boost to make anything too far from that. Jag up now, only 30 for himself. Wants somebody to take this ball over, and Stizzy is going to be heeding the call. Central for him. Acro with a little miss. Rezi has to come in and save him.
Yeah, I think he just realized that Stizzy was going to aim for the demo. Did not want to get taken out. Infield pass, Stizzy. It's done well, but who dares move forward? Here comes Abjack. Stizzy gonna probably play us up the wall. Rezi trying to read him, but Stizzy still managed to matrix around. Got the reset, just a little bit too slow on actually utilizing it. And that is now going to be 100% moving forward into the offense. Let's see what they can create as.
That's awkward.
Tries to clear.
That's a tough touch from Abjack though, because it doesn't give any clearing opportunity. It doesn't actually get the ball any further away than they wanted. He just wastes boost. I mean, finally, it's now gone back onto the backboard thanks to Abjack. The double as well on target. He has to read the miss from Acro, and that book has been checked out.
How often do we see a player go for this and see somebody on the backboard and just go, okay, they've probably got it, I'm going to back away. Apparently, Jack plays the miss and plays to win the overtime. What a hit!
You also see that however often as you want in a ranked or whatever, where like you go up for a challenge, you think, oh, okay, I'm not really winning this, and you then don't play it properly, and you kind of think, okay, well, I'm going to angle myself a bit differently, even subconsciously, I'm going to play this a bit differently, whatever else. Jack played that as if Acro wasn't there at all, and that plays so well into his benefit. And you see, just quickly, oh no, sorry, that's going to be the save. You carry on.
I've just seen, by the way, like the way that went in. I want to point out something even more when this goal comes up. Jack has played this for both two things, shot and recovery. Let's imagine this gets saved. Where is Jack gonna land? He's already facing downwards to recover. He did both.
Just in case.
Shot to win an overtime. That is so good.
I am thoroughly impressed with what we've seen from Dignitas so far, but 100%, they have been keeping up, especially in that next game. We're seeing Dig go, a run around the park, but hot on their heels is 100%. Acro, especially, his individual moments have been electric. Like, he has been the difference maker for 100%.
But they need more of it. Like, there was such a good spell to get them back into that game, but they didn't win it. And so often in these sort of series, especially when you've got a team that I feel is punching up, and 100% I do believe is punching up in this series, you've got to take those sort of games where it's the, okay, this is like a half chance for you. You can't let those go. Right now, we are in must-win territory for 100%.
I mean, that ball goes straight back towards... That ball went straight back towards Acro. He was positioned perfectly. The play went all his way. Then all of a sudden, it came to him, and I don't think he realized that it was actually gonna happen. He didn't actually go for the shot as well as he should have done. And Dignitas, I think they get away with a bit of a lucky miss.
It's also that sort of horrible shot. We all love to go for the half volley, but that bit where you've got to take the shot as it's landing on the floor is a horrible, horrible hit. And Acro just could not find the target. Acro's been doing the best work, though, as the setup guy. The guy that just, creates hassles for Dignitas.
I mean, he continues to do so.
He's doing exactly that.
Yeah, he continues to do so throughout that entire play, as you were saying it. He was just over and over again, just being in the way. Jack touches over the top of two. Stizzy then gets tripped up. So it's going to be, diluting the attack that we see so far for Dignitas. Stizzy, a very aggressive dive in from the third man. Not quite enough boost to make anything from it right now, 100%. And Jorius can be the savior for a second.
Acro gonna turn, tries to find the pass, but apparently Jack's POV the entire way there, and some of an obvious play for him. This is the difficulty when you try and set up a passing plays now. It's not the novelty that it once was. It's very easy to intercept. If you've got a player, oh wait a minute, Acro's gonna take the shots. He puts that one up high.
Shoots it straight towards Stizzy's path, unfortunately for him. I mean, Stizzy positions himself in the net. He can turn either way, but not too much further than just a bit off the center. The shot does come directly in the center. It's 2 minutes gone. Both teams staying completely level so far. Shots in favor of 100%. Dignitas yet to take one.
100% have really grown into this series. It's the reason why, you know, that the overtime loss hurts them so much more, because if this is 1-1, I'm actually turning around and saying, hey, 100% are now in the driver's seat of this series, where they're playing this one. But they've got to do this, and they've got to maintain this now just to get on even footing.
It's going to be open, Jack.
Like the ceiling reset, hasn't quite got it.
If he had the ceiling reset and like 20 boost, that's probably going to be a goal for him. But Jack now instead goes up for 1. The second is going to be very awkward for everybody on 100% to deal with, but they do deal with it. Lewis P tries to just chip Stizzy, catches him off his goal line, but again, isn't quite able to. Seems to be the current trend. Whenever I say they try to do this and they're not quite able to, I'm simply talking about 100%.
But they're giving it a go. That's the big thing. The fact that that sense is coming out as Stizzy. Oh my goodness, that one has been sent for one.
What a clear.
Now we go off the backboard. Oh my god. Jack is like 2 seconds ahead of the play at the moment. There is nothing, I mean, offensively, you know, you still have to be a bit more reactive. Defensively, especially as first man, you want Jack just there for you. Yeah, Stizzy has a tad bit of an argument, but that one's going to go backboard. Stizzy up. I think he wants to just drop this down to a teammate, and he's not going to be able to.
Lewis P now attempts to outplay Jack, but Jack just turns around, calls his bluff, sees he's not going to be going for any big play on that attempt. Stizzy filling up with Jack, finds Jack. Now in the midfield, Jorius again back to Jack. Just takes the shot himself. Maybe Jorius expecting to get that ball back towards him. And sure, you made an interesting point about infield passes earlier too. I think they were read so much historically, and so then people then end up going to the backboard, and then people then start going to the backboard so much, but then it ended up then being, okay, let's go back to infield passes. Now it's a lot more of a mix. And we saw in the previous series that the infield passes actually ended, and the snapshots straight on net ended up being better than taking, you know, another touch towards the back or the side.
My rule has always been, if I can see a pattern, the pros can see a pattern. They probably saw it 3 more plays ago. Is that shot? Oh, it's right behind Jack! But if it's in front of him, I think Jack gets there. That was so well placed. The Jack tried his hardest. The double commit was the worst thing that can happen to Dignitas.
It was a lovely little shot as well from Lewis P. Shoots it in that the awkwardness where it's like, I need to jump up and try and get the touch. But if he jumps up normally, he doesn't make contact. He has to tilt his car. That just sends it top corner. Away from no one, admittedly. And Lewis P knows exactly how horrible that is to save. The pinch going straight back down towards Jack from Jorius. Final 45 seconds and 100%. They've got a little bit of an uncharacteristic lead.
I mean, again, I'm just going back to that last overtime. Imagine this series if they just could have kept that momentum going. Dignitas are in for a much bigger fight than I think the series score indicates. Acro going on up, gets the outpace. He's on low boost, chooses not to steal the 100. Didn't want to lose the momentum on the way back. There's no
well grounded.
Actually, but they've done well.
So well grounded, but now Joris is up with Stizzy. It goes in on the near post. I was praising the defense, and it all comes down to the offense instead. Completely outplayed. Stizzy does one, Joris with the other. It's an equalizer with 12 seconds remaining.
I was on Rezi's POV, and he just completely misreads the ceiling.
Fake kickoff.
We do see maybe one opportunity. Oh. Luis, backboard double! What a hit!
Lewis P, welcome to Champ Sunday, my lad.
For those that have followed him, we knew he was capable. It's just never translated to the RLCS, to Champ Sunday. Has Lewis P got something for his team in this series? They just got to get the ball down to the ground. Jorius trying to keep it up. He can't do so. And 100% make it 2-1.
And as you said, Sheriff, that overtime goes the other way. We're suddenly looking a little bit scarier for Dignitas.
It's a big moment now in this series, even more so now that we've got this win from 100%. But what a hit. From that, to take what was a horrible way to go 1-1 in this game, Lewis P rockets it off the backboard into the net. I mean, this is a guy that, you know, for those that have followed ones, especially, you know, maybe even Thomas that don't necessarily make top 8 in the ones, Thomas, but you know the name, you know he's there, you know he's about that level. Just when
Look at this.
is he able to make that next level up? This is just so crazy.
It was also all from that fake
jumped
kickoff. Like the fake kickoffs have been so prevalent in this entire weekend. In the off season, that must have been a secret agreement among pros to be like, all right, lads, let's just try some fake kickoffs. Let's make that the real new meta, because it's been a thing that's kind of been either on the edge for a long time or kind of just creeping in, and only for some reason the top teams are really doing
It was cringe
now
for a while, wasn't it, apparently?
It was
I remember
cringe
these
to
days.
try, apparently.
A cringe to try a new kickoff, but hey, you know, a Vitality, a KC, well, any team basically coached by Ferrer comes through and gets a couple of free goals from the kickoff. And suddenly, it's a very good idea, isn't it?
And we've seen Nip do it. Like previously, they absolutely demolished Gentlemates in game number 7 based off their kickoffs. And we've just seen Lewis P and the entirety of 100% go for that play again, and it works.
There's the underrated part. I mean, I know Johnny's been banging on about it for ages, but he was right.
Does he like a kickoff, does he?
Occasionally.
He's fun.
But you've just got so many ways you can play around this, especially when you're losing. You know, you've had something go wrong for you. You don't want to dwell on it. What do you say? What's the next bit in the comp? This is the kickoff. Everyone is now back on target. They know what they've got to do.
Yeah, it's the great equalizer that is the kickoff, and anything you can do to just get a little bit more is going to be huge. Jorius takes a snapshot towards Acro, and Stizzy, Jack isn't quite able to get that bump away from him. Stizzy with a reset, doesn't get anywhere with it. Now it falls back down towards Jack, who finds Jorius nearly central. One, and then the second. The third, there's going to be a pinch with Acro, and 100% are very much under pressure here. Need to get some alleviating pressure soon.
Yeah, this is a big moment for DIGNITAS. I know they haven't quite got the goal, but 100% have looked like the better squad for a little bit of time now. They've just got to re-establish the actual pecking order of this series. And the last thing that we want to see from DIGNITAS is them trying too hard to match the pace. That's what really put them in rough positions yesterday.
Yeah.
It's got to be natural. It's got to be up to them. Can they do it? Jack. Backboard. Oh, he's unchallenged. Oh, that crew gets it just in time. But there's the follow. There's the issue. Stizzy follows up 1-0.
Stizzy, the man yesterday, causing a few headaches for his own team. This time, he has been pure gold. Secures goal number 1. It's a minute and a half in. And DIGNITAS might have just stemmed that flow that 100% started to twist the tap off.
Rez is going to go to the wall. He's 100 boost, but that first hit took it away from the wall, so it makes the outbreak much more difficult. Yeah, if you can give DIGNITAS credit for anything, their ability to read plays is so good, which actually makes yesterday even more frustrating to me. Why were they chasing? They know what's happening, clearly. Oh, there's no way.
I was going to say, that's always been such a strong suit of Jack individually as well. His read of the game is sublime. It is number...
chasing these.
Yeah, he's normally so incredible with reading the game that, yeah, when then you see him trying to play, I think, like reactively and just try to chase everything a step behind, that's then when he individually does struggle. Some players are fine playing reactively. I think with Jack, he needs to be a lot more in control of what is happening across the pitch, and his team needs to be that one that's the number 1 in lobby.
Luis P with 0 boost, doesn't really care, goes for the flick. All right, Jack, 8 boosts. So he needs his team to maybe keep this offense going, just to have some time to get back into rotation. Rezi, oh, that's waited so beautifully for Acro, who puts it in top corner.
That is perfect play. Rezi sends it with the deftest touch to pixel perfect placement for Acro to then just redirect it straight on towards net. I back, honestly, show even you to score it from that pass.
Honestly, I think the crossbar would know better at that point to keep that short pass out. It's that perfect weight where it's, you know, it's deft, but it's not so light that you're going to lose power on the redirect shots. They couldn't have done better.
Yeah, extremely well played.
That was a goal before the shot even happened.
And we were ready to celebrate. I'm sure people at 100% HQ were also ready to celebrate.
Yeah.
Whereas now wanting to continue this play on the final 2 minutes, they've come straight back alive again, starting to really have this resurgence in late game.
Minute 44. Everyone 100% is having their moments. Acro definitely would say has been the standout player on this team across different games. So he's been obviously the last player to really step up. But he's been left a little bit quieter in this one. Pops the one up high now. Rezi's got it all in as the third man. It's such a commitment to make, but he's made the right choice.
I mean, this is where we say the difference of dive-ins. Like, Rezi is within, like, 2 car lengths of both of his teammates, but he knows that is the right decision to go for. And the lead for 100% suddenly back yet again, and clear across this game, looking like the better team.
I'm very curious what happened to Abjack, actually, on that previous play, because he was still rotating all the way back. I know they were under defense for quite a while. Oh, more demos. Abjack realizes that he's under a little bit of pressure here. Fake challenge just sort of bought some time for his squad. Stizzy.
Lovely touches.
Take a challenge. That pops out. Oh, it's horrible. Jorius really was good. He's anyway. But the goalkeeper will do the rest.
Oh, you feel for Acro here. It comes down. He sets up Jorius for it. The positioning from him is great. No. Jack removes Rezi. It becomes a fully open target. The whole board was a bullseye. Jorius is able to sink it dead center. 2-2, a minute left.
Oh, the bravery from Dignitas overall. Abjack is on 0 boost as he goes for that bump, by the way. If that doesn't work, good luck, third man.
Yeah. Well, third man is Jorius taking that shot.
Like, yeah. That is a, we are scoring or we are being scored upon.
All or nothing. So what you got to do sometimes. Little team bump in the pack. Falls now to Jack to get the air dribble right over the top. Acro, though, is full boost. Probably won't get caught out by that one. Instead, Lewis P is going to be the man to come in. He is low on boost. But the low drop into the flick high is going to be giving 100%, a bit more pressure down the other end. It's going to be a low 50 as well. The pressure from 100% is building.
I mean, this next goal is so big. Both teams are so tight together that it's difficult to say either which way. If it's 2 each in this series, we don't know who's going to win. But if Dignitas can get 3 match points, it's so close that you can't say, yeah, 100% are going to win 3 in a row. Oh, that's going to be so awkward. Look, you got to throw what he has.
What a read from Lewis P. Still at 0 seconds, though. A flick high. Acro on flick double. Jack is there. Resident, he wants to keep it going. Is it going to prove to be a fatal error? Jack is going to go for the double here. Lewis P to drop it again. The full flick all around the pitch. Nobody gets a goal from it, but everybody's heart rate is elevated.
Acro with Stizzy, who just to back away. Are we going to go to the floor? No, Rezi now. Sidewall double attempted. Apparently Jack was loitering around. Is it a triple match point or tied series? Who is going to get this to go their way? The last overtime went to Dignitas. So at this point, that was the moment of this series. Luis goes up, beat by Jorius. Apparently Jack did not go hunting for Rezi. So it made Rezi's life a little bit more difficult on the back line.
And Jack then just escorting that ball all the way around the world above the goal. Straight back into the center. It is 100% under sheer pressure here. They've dealt with it well before. Jack central. Stizzy passes. Jack just on target. And Lewis P again defensively keeping his team in it.
Yeah, this overtime is all Dignitas at this point. Can they make it count? Stizzy wanted the ceiling double. And he was not far off. I'll give him full kudos for that one. Oh, but now we've got a low boost. 100% are moving on in. Luis gonna get there first. Takes the shot. And Stizzy could not deal with the pressure.
Does Stizzy get bumped by Rezi on the way through here?
Bumped.
Oh, no, I don't think he's bumped, but the pressure is there. He's nearby. Stizzy hears him. He has to jump and flick at the same time whilst avoiding Rezi, whilst then trying to hit the ball. Gets a touch on the ball, not quite convincing enough. Still goes in the net. Game number 5. We are completely drawn up as the underdogs take a chunk out of Dig.
Stizzy's jump there reads 100%. Well, I say 100%. I said 100% he wasn't bumped, and he clearly wasn't. Well, he was bumped. No, he clearly wasn't.
But it's near enough. Like,
says to me that like he expected to get hit and try to reset the momentum of the car.
And you know what?
3-2, 100%. I'm going to go back to the other OT. 100% could be 3-1 up currently in this series.
Yeah, they really could. My word, what a team 100% have proven themselves to be. I also really want to, because I'm looking at chat, and I know I shouldn't, Stizzy got completely outplayed there. Stop blaming the lad. Like, Rezi did everything to him there. He made it more awkward. That is why they've called the timeout. That is why it becomes, you know, harder for him to be able to do anything. But Dig, they've got another minute here. Can they discuss what went wrong in that game, and are they going to be able to bring it back?
I'm just saying, I'm seeing a lot of water savers at 1-0 down in chat at the moment. But, I mean, what did Dig do? What do they do? This is not what was supposed to be happening. This was supposed to be the, yeah, we are definitely, all the talk today was just like, all right, them, gentlemates, NIP.
Yeah.
What version of this is 3-4-5? One of these teams we are thinking is going to miss out, and they have, let's be real, the golden opportunity. Out of those 3 teams, they are not the team that had to play against the other 2. That already happened today. We already saw Gentlemates eliminated by NIP. This was the chance here to just establish we are a top 4 team. We can now make this now over to Birmingham.
Yeah.
And suddenly, oh boy, are they in trouble to a 100% game opponents.
I mean, suddenly it's so much harder for, especially if it's Stizzy, I think, to get back into this, because he'll be worrying about himself. He'll be blaming himself a little bit there too. Jack is going to have to put a lot of words, as is Violent Panda, towards him, and to make sure the team stays on very level heading. Jack has played with very, I'm going to say, headstrong teammates, and teammates that usually won't be on his same want to always talk everything through. I have no idea how Stizzy communicates here. Jack knows how Jorius plays and how he communicates, as does Panda. Stizzy is the question mark. He has been excellent in this series so far. I've been very impressed with him. I just don't know if at those moments, excluding, you know, finally at the end of that game, has he got absolutely everything he needs right now to be competing?
Well, let's, even on that point, when it comes to mentors, and again, we can only speculate at this point. I never want to say
I don't know
what
Stizzy.
somebody's thinking. Jorius. I mean, it's a narrative. It's a narrative I kind of wish we could stop talking about, but the only way we can stop talking about it is to make it to top 4.
Top 8.
And he's got to be thinking to himself, what is it going to take? Every time I'm here, it just seems to go all so very wrong.
No matter the format as well. Like working his way out of Swiss, getting into a singular limb. Okay, well I get top 8, brilliant. Working out of 2 from a double Swiss into 2 groups into a hybrid elimination format, and he still might just get top 8. He's doing his darndest to make sure that doesn't happen, but I wonder if he focuses on these just like we do.
I mean, yeah, there obviously comes a point where I feel like you can't ignore it, but that's the reason why I want to preface this with, I can't speak for him. Maybe he just, you know, we could turn around to
He might not care.
It happened, and he just goes, oh, wait, really? I never knew that. Trust me, I've had weirder conversations with pros. That sort of like stat sort of run. We'll see. I mean, this, I don't want to say it's almost already season defining, but it could be for this Dignitas team. They are a team and players that tend to follow habit, and they needed that. They really needed that.
I want to praise Stizzy's pass here. Look how light that is. Gets it to Jorius. Doesn't get the first touch, but can secure the second. It's the first goal for Dig, and I feel like this game already feels a lot more thinky. It feels a lot more in everybody's heads rather than just let's chuck everything out on the pitch and go bananas.
This comes across as coach just told us off. Let's go play some more regular Rocket League, shall we?
Let's play normal ball, okay?
Fine, I guess I'm not playing like to the full potential right now, but I will once we get to Champions League. Oh, you best believe those triple resets are coming out.
It becomes kitchen sink ball. Everything is thrown.
Oh, Rezi's very close up as he goes for this reset, and he's managed to keep that going. Akro's just waiting around. There's the challenge, double commit here from Dignitas. As we are 2 minutes in, Dignitas up by 1. That changes right now. Rezi is there again.
It's a completely unnecessary double commit too from Jack. He didn't need to go in on that. And then sets Jorius up awkwardly. Rezi, a stunning read from that awkward top angle. He deals with it well. Dignitas don't. They're starting just those small issues where we said, Shogun, for the first couple of games that Dignitas, we were praising how well they were diving in at very good opportune moments. Jack has made another error there.
We were fully crediting Jack with like some very good defensive reads early in the series. I think it's gone away a little bit. He's struggling a little bit more. I think he's trying to like set a pace that it's not quite working. Again, I don't like him when he's chasing these plays. It's more like set it up himself and then goes. Joris does get a very nice save. On the other hand, though, 100%, has there been a single mistake that they haven't punished with a goal?
Honestly, 100% have been clinical.
Oh,
They've done it again. They've done it again. Stizzy is caught just a little bit too far forward. Acro gets a touch in center. He then carries it on himself. But it was that turn towards Acro as opposed to back towards the goal that lets him down. Because he turns towards Acro, removes then any of his momentum back towards his own net, and then changes his mind. That 0.3 seconds that he turns gives Acro an opportunity for the goal, and the rest is done by him. A lovely fake from Jorius. The 1-2. Stizzy now there for the third. It's going to be low and slow, and Rezi is going to be able to get the block.
100% are doing everything they've got to do at the moment. It's the same thing I felt when we saw Dignitas play KC yesterday. And I think 100% are kind of doing the same thing where this series feels like it's decided by Dignitas. 100% are doing what they need to. They're playing their game. They are capitalizing on mistakes. KC felt like they were doing the same. Are Dignitas able to up their level, or are they going to crumble in this situation?
I think they can. Yeah, I definitely think they can up their level.
But will they?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, tell you what, I prefer that wording of the question, because they can up their level to the point that they've been in the first couple of games, to whatever point they need to realistically get to. Whether it's going to be a position that they find themselves in, you know, in 2 games time, 1 game time, whatever it is it then going to be too late if they can even get there?
Oh,
that's a lovely shot. Jorius has called their bluff.
All of them.
He's called their bluff completely. He takes it on the sidewall, then takes it low. Everything's okay. I'm just going to slow it down somewhat. And then sees Acro caught going for the back boost. Takes the immediate shot. I think Rezi thought that Acro was also back. An equalizer, a minute left.
Hey, you need it. Doesn't matter how it happens. If anything, I think Dignitas will be very thankful that they've just scored a goal that didn't take sending everything. The quick reminder that your opponents aren't infallible. Stizzy now on the wall, fakes up.
Lovely touch.
Gets demoed. He had 2 plays to go again, so very well played from him. Now Rezi, ceiling, reset, takes the challenge. 2 plays committed. Abjack and Stizzy still trying to follow. 45 seconds. Nobody's going to be there for Dignitas. Another game where we are tied up heading into the last few moments.
It's a good chance here for Rezi trying to get a low block. Lewis P is going to be in there to follow. A bump off as well. Acro now takes the shot, but it's low. Jorius can take it away. With 100 boost, Abjack now goes hunting and searching for Rezi. Acro has to dive back in to save his team.
Yeah, great communication. Rezi was in all sorts of trouble. You need someone to cut rotation. Oh, huge damage. Rezi gets rid of all of the danger. Now he's looking to try and counterattack. Good challenge there on Abjack. Stizzy off the demo. Acro's by himself. Got a good opportunity here. Bounces out so awkwardly. Acro just followed that so smoothly the whole way.
It's a chance again. There's another opportunity. Jack actually keeps this one up and high. Acro's going to be punting that one straight to the ground. No, thank you, he says in the blue half. Overtime again.
Who is taking double match point? It's Acro!
What?
And there's going to be no follow. Rezi looks to just try and buy some time to get his team back in position. Acro's still looking for bumps and demos. Here comes Luis, trying to fake out the first one. Now on the breakaway. Who can take advantage? Great break of rotation from Luis. Just got rid of the play.
Stizzy now faking out another touch towards Jack. Okay, fake's going to be the big mantra so far. Abjack straight into the ceiling. I felt that one coming in my bones. First 30 seconds. Stizzy stealing again. Will he fake it? He does. Goes to the bump instead. Acro's there. Abjack is not.
Off the ceiling now. Rezi dares someone to challenge him. He's won it. That's so awkward for Dignitas. Stizzy does so well. He's got a second touch. He's got a third. It bounces out to Jorius. Abjack shot. Tried to just catch Acro, who was very low boost, diving forward to his far side. It's all about nerves. Who breaks first?
Here's Jorius going up. Wanted to go up for one. We had 100 boost. He had space and time. It does get bumped away from the play. Abjack fully back now to face off versus Rezi. Oh, the double tap is good, but Jack is even better.
Jack committed to facing the double tap so early. Turned his back. Knew exactly what he was up against. And managed to keep that one out of his goal. Now to the opposite side of the field.
Great ambition.
Yeah, great ambition. Maybe not going to quite get what he was after. Stizzy, backboard, double. And again, Red, both teams' defenses are infallible and incredible.
Jory is now back corner with Acro challenging with 0 boost. It's going to be a bit of a trek back for him now. Jory's going to shadow this one back, leaves it towards Jack to go for instead. No boost for him as Brizzy challenges him in the corner. Stizzy from the backboard sends it awkwardly high. Now Jory's finds himself on his own, finds himself in the scrapyard, and a bullet from Acro puts 100% on series point.
Oh, you can't put those off the ceiling. It makes it too easy. And you saw already, just like the moment that hits the ceiling, the turn. Rezi knew this is the chance. Get rid of the keeper. And it's another mistake. And it's for Dignitas, you know, not the player you want to see it on. You need this team clicking. And for a player that's maybe had a little bit too much of a spotlight on him, it's just another moment.
Another chance. So many opportunities, I think, for Dignitas. I mean, for both teams, really, to get some goal. And it comes to just an awkward little ceiling touch. It's a shame to see it end that way. But, I mean, for 100%, they're going to be more than happy. Like, happy days. That's wonderful. Stizzy couldn't make a touch on that play there. I wonder if we're going to be seeing the Stizzy save, too, where it was 99.9% of the way in, and he manages to get it away. Here it is. 1 and the second, with Jack then saving the next shot that comes through. The Stizzy sets up the final play.
It's frustrating. It really is, because we see the save and you see the potential. You understand. All right, stuff like that is exactly why he is here. It's just, there are seconds and moments where it all just comes crumbling down. And for this weekend, there's been too many. And it needs ironing out. Like, they are still in this right now. They are still in the tournament, but they've got to win 2 in a row. I'll remind everyone as well, we're going into game 6. Obviously, Dignitas have to win this. 100% still have their timeout. It was not used up to this point. So, hey, we could still be in it for long haul as we go to Neo Tokyo.
This is also going to be, if 100% are able to get a top 4, it will be the first top 4 result for Acro and Lewis P. And what 2 incredible players to be deserving it, considering their performance today. This is Lewis P's 20th regional event, having the 3rd most appearances without a single top 4 in the entirety of Europe. Long time coming here for the boys.
Yeah, I was saying it feels like it's been a long time coming earlier on. I didn't realize it was that long time coming. Well, you got to get over the line now. This is the difficult bit. This is where... Oh, my goodness, what a demo! Stizzy wipes him out!
I didn't even think he could get a demo while, like, side-flipping like that. Stizzy has the strangest angle as he attacks him. Manages to score just with the corner. Instead of getting the bump, he does get that demo. And Jack manages to run it straight down the pitch. Goal number 1 in favor of Dig.
You know what? I think Dignitas, heavy metal Rocket League at this point. If you're going to make the mistakes, we might as well keep the brilliance going along with it. That one ricochets off the crossbar. That's the best way to describe them. Dignitas will score a 7 out of 10 and concede a 2.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, that has kind of been the vibe of this series. They've also conceded a couple of, like, 7, 8, 9s out of 10.
Yeah, you can't really blame them for those ones.
Yeah, they've been absolute screamers. And Abjad going down the opposite end of the pitch. 0 boost, still taking the shot, forcing Rezi to use a little bit of boost himself.
Backboard, Stizzy looking for the dunk. Well played there from Luis, but when you let that drop down, you do allow the follow-up player to try and pick at their opportunity. What a pinch!
Rezi!
And they're still kicked out. And you know what? I'm actually kind of upset that it was.
Heart in my throat. I'm sure every single person in chat just moved to the edge of their seat subconsciously. Rezi with a near belter on Neo Tokes.
I'm absolutely shocked that ball did not pop the way that he tried to pinch that. That felt personal. I don't quite understand what those two have got between each other. The fact that it was saved. Like, who is in position to save that? Why are you thinking, yeah, you know what? He might actually pinch that, rock it into my top part of my goal.
And this 2 minutes has been both teams sending mortars down range. And Abjad, he takes any ammunition out of the mortar and he takes a knife to 100%. That one was up close and personal.
And just the recovery. The fact that he played that initially for the challenge, that was I just need to beat the first guy. And then he realized, oh wait, I can not only catch this, I can go the whole way. What an unbelievable play and a much needed Dignitas 2-0-0 lead. Finally something that maybe can relax them. I think they won the 3rd though. I would not be comfortable with 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't at all either. Especially considering just the aggression that 100% put on when they're a cornered animal. I don't back it. I
mean,
don't like it at all.
we can poll this one a little bit. We've got the chats open. DIGNITAS fans out there, are you comfortable with 2 goals up? Let us know.
If the official DIGNITAS account is in here too, we'll take your word as gospel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you're feeling comfortable, put But if it's really not uncomfortable, more H's at the end of that. Maybe cap letters as well.
So people are saying, I'm not comfortable with like 5 goals here. And honestly, yeah, that's fair enough. You're not comfortable until the final buzzer ends up ringing.
Oh, 2 goals, 2 minutes left. Acro again trying for the pinch. I feel like we just follow patterns in this. Like one team starts to demo, the other team just goes, yeah, I can do that as well. One team tries for a pinch, the other team tries to go for pinches.
There's one.
This one, again, is that corner. 100% have just got plays ready to go from this position.
Oh, the dunk again from Rezi. This time him setting up Acro, a reverse of last time round. Gets it through, sneaks it home. And again, the safety net begins to crumble. The net starts to snap, and Rezi on the kickoff leaves Jorius, who deals with it magnificently.
Rezi's managed to recycle the play, though. Pass to Acro!
Again!
Well, guess what, everybody? You were right! 2 goals wasn't safe. It wasn't even close.
First time chat has been right in a very long time, and it has come in Game 6 of Dig vs 100%. That's Rezi and Acro linking up again for another goal. 2 goals, 2 assists. Stizzy now wanting to try and take this one solo. Does take it low. What magnificent play!
DIGNITAS are creating magic out of mischief. He knows he's got to go. He knows he's going to get demoed if he doesn't jump. What can you create after the fact?
That's the kind.
Wow. Wow.
That to me, that's the kind of goal that you need to think of in the moment. You can't think of that straight away. He knows that then someone's coming in to demo him. Acro on time! It's Acro from that angle, you monstrous little man!
We can't finish complimenting one player before another one pops up. Stizzy, what you did was good. I really want to give you the compliment for that, but Acro is out here scoring world-class goals. 3 each. Give it. I'm sorry, I'm actually biased right now. DIGNITAS, give us Champions Field. We deserve it.
Go on, a little bit of Champions Field. Give me the 14th game in a row in 2 series, lads. Straight down attempted from Stizzy. Finds Acro instead on the backboard. 70 seconds beginning its fatal ticking. Rezi up, gets a reset to the backboard, uses it straight away. The touchdown is going to be there. It's going to be threatening. And Appjack attempts to just soften that blow as much as he can.
I'll say for Dig, at this point, actually, defensive reads have got easier. If the question is, do you think that the opposition can? The answer is yes. So play around that. If you think they can backboard double tap, yeah, okay, protect that angle. Rezi, gonna leave it. Backward, who's the next one up? Acro's managed to get there. Here comes Rezi. Good first touch. Looks to try and follow it up. He's gone for Appjack. And Jack's barely avoids. Acro, he's not got the boost.
It's a 1-2 sucker punch. Rezi lands the first. Appjack comes in with a second. Jorius uppercuts Acro. DIGNITAS secure almost a game. 35 seconds left. But we've seen what 100% can retaliate with, Shogun. DIGNITAS fans will not be happy with 2. They will not be happy with 1.
I mean this with all of the love and joy in my heart. The absolute state of this game. Luis, we're back for a second. I'm losing my mind, Stumpy. What is this game 6?
I don't know what to read at this point. Rezi with 1 goes over the top. Finds Appjack. Lewis P, though, has more ambition in that little finger than a lot of players in their entire bodies. Jorius wanting to go high with this. Instead, actually takes it low towards Lewis P. Sizzy and Appjack, they both commit to it. Will that be a fatal double commit? Rezi goes high with it, and DIGNITAS at the death secure game 7.
Oh, wow. Oh, we just got started. And the season's already peaking. What is this?
Deary me.
Sorry, Stumpy, I'm going to ask you a very, very simple question that I think has got a very, very complex answer.
Brilliant.
Out of everything we just saw, do you remember anything that just happened over the last 5 minutes? Because it's all a blur to me.
I feel like one of those dolls where like you tilt their head back and the eyes like roll back into their head and just stuff happens. Like that's what's just happened to me. I've been in a fugue state for the last 5 minutes and no timeout has been called by 100%.
We have a timeout.
They're not doing it.
I want a timeout. I want to relax for a little bit.
Shogun, they have a timeout to use and they're not using it.
You did say earlier on, Lewis P has never actually been to the top 4. Maybe we've seen this before. Maybe they just didn't know that they've got one. I still claim casters should be allowed 1 timeout each per season. I would really enjoy one right now to catch my breath.
You have a timeout. Why aren't you using it? If they win,
just go.
This is 1,000 IQ. I love the way they know in their heads. They're thinking, we know how to win. We don't need another minute to say
that's free. Just don't concede next time. We'll just win 3-0. Well, let's get to it. Get yourself into the top 4. By the way, you win this, you got to do it twice more.
Ladies and gentlemen, players are locked in. I hope you are as well. Game 7, Series 2 of the day. Everything on the line. Let's get it going.
I mean, this is all about magic or madness. We've really not seen an in-between. Jorius, oh, he tried for the reset. Luis had to at least try and respect that as much as he could. Here's Acro, who I feel has been hot or cold throughout this series. But when he's hot, he is boiling. Luis now takes over, fakes out the first challenge. Appjack. Question for him is, how well can he follow the flow of this game? Can he make good reads on what the offense is? Dizzy's gone for a heck of a pre-jump, and he's actually got it to work.
Lovely block as well. I mean, takes them back down towards Jorius. Jack, it's not your ball. Go away for a second. I'm sorry, but it's not your ball, brother. Lewis P.
2v1. He's dived in. Acro. Oh, he's bailed out. Jorius gets there with no boost left.
And from absolutely nowhere, from the blind spot, he steals it away from Acro, who's going for a very safe double. Acro now up. The pre-jump as well from a player on his team. Lewis P has to then shy away from the ball. The pressure from 100% has been abominable in Game 7.
Oh, huge demo. Luis just delays. He's got teammates turning up, but Abject with a huge block. There's so much on the line for these teams. Let's put Birmingham to the side. I know, it's huge, but we're talking Abject. Can he get his return to Europe to the top 4? Jorius, can he break the curse? Can some of these players, for the first time in 20+ attempts, make an RLCS semi-final? All of that on the line in 5 minutes. Resi, backboard, reset, triple attempted, couldn't get there.
The storyline's converging. This is a scriptwriter's dream, and yet it's just unfolding before our eyes just by the sheer magic of our esport. 2 minutes through, Jory is now finding Jack. The shot is going to be on target, but does get blocked out at the bud of it. Nothing really came from it too far. Brezzy now for 1. The second is going to be cut out by Jorius, who's stealing at the back. Now Jorius, he actually flips and stumbles, makes it awkward for himself to continue on, and now the pressure switches straight back towards 100%.
This is the first time I've seen Jorius above 50 boost this entire game. Half the game gone. Acro. No, Resi, you wouldn't dare, would you? He went for that last game, and he still was up in the air to almost get the shot on target.
Great demo from Stizzy. He's going to be shutting out any options that Acro had. Then Jorius gets rid of Acro from the entire conversation. Who's going to be up first, isn't it? It's going to be Jorius. No second touch, so Acro is going to be pre-jumping him. The double is possible. It's on target, and Jorius gets a nose to it.
And Jorius had to be so disciplined because he was close to the ball as it bounced off the backboard and realized he couldn't get to it. He has to play the shot. Jorius, he's beat the first player. Acro, this time around, will not get caught out.
Bit of space.
He's going to drop down so nicely. Luis, huge challenge. Acro just palms the ball onwards. Luis with a massive read on where that challenge was going. And we go from a 7-goal extravaganza, Stumpy, to 1 goal, not scored yet. We've got 1 minute and 30 left.
Jorius up to receive the ball from the backboard from Acro. Our parody Jack is still there. It's going to keep being a nuisance. Dizzy pre-jumps forward, tries to be the awkward man to get the read. Jorius, I can't get it away from Lewis P. It's a long ball. Time again for 100%. They've had this a few chances. They've not been able to work out too convincingly. Abjack up, trying to go for the bump on Lewis P. Instead, Acro's going to work his way in. 70 vital seconds for both teams.
I'm sorry, your hands have got to be shaking enough to try and register on the Richter scale. Who is it going to be? Magic or madness? Which one will you choose? Oh, it's a bit of a miss. Acro, now's the try to chase back. Luis up against the challenge. No one able to follow up.
I mean, Lewis then gets the challenge, and he also then goes in and continues to play the ball all the way down the pitch. Abjack now, a little bit of space. Instead, Lewis P then bumps him away from it. A boost hole in the back corner. Acro on the right-hand side takes Jorius onto the ball. One reset onto the second. Lewis P touching it up. Now it's just Sizzy at the back. Can he prove himself? He does so in that situation, and that is the metal that he can show. Lewis P back central. Acro's there. It's on target. Acro gives 100% the lead.
My goodness! 100%! They recycle the play over and over and over again! And is that the one that gets them to top 4?
With it all on the line, Dignitas need to send everything. Kitchen sink plays are going to be coming through now. Apparently Jack's going to shy away from that ball. Allows the Jorius, but it's a lazy shot.
Abjack with Joris looking for Acro, who still shrugs off the challenge. 14 seconds left, and Dignitas have got to go coast to coast.
Rezzy's high with it. His opportunity starting to arise. Sizzy with the catch. This ball is now airborne. Floor, and it is done. Lewis B has control as well. Can get the 50. It goes low. It goes whatever 100%. The underdogs take down the battling wolves of Europe.